On a Fox 5 exclusive, we're hearing from the DOJ as it sues Montgomery County over its new gun control legislation. It is just the latest lawsuit hitting the county, already grappling with a budget shortfall. Fox 5's chief legal correspondent and the host of In the Courts, Katie Barlow, is here with more tonight.
On Monday, the Civil Rights Division filed a federal lawsuit against Montgomery County, arguing that the new gun law that restricts ghost guns and creates a 100-yard buffer zone in many public places is unconstitutional. That's one of 3 lawsuits now that have been filed in the 10 days since Mark Elridge signed it into law.
Well, what Montgomery County has done with this new law is effectively put most of the county off limits for law-abiding citizens seeking to carry their firearms, even where the business owner or the deacons of the church or elders of the synagogue or what have you actually welcome people having those arms. And, you know, we initially started looking at this from the church perspective because we've seen in the Civil Rights Division the extent to which Americans have been so vulnerable in recent years in their houses of worship.
DOJ argues that Montgomery County cannot justify the law under the Supreme Court's recent Second Amendment decisions that require local governments to find a founding-era law that is analogous to the modern law they're trying to pass. In particular, DOJ calls out Montgomery County's ban on guns in places of worship. They argue that not only did the founders never ban guns from places of worship, indeed, just the opposite is true. The nation has no tradition of banning firearms in places of worship. Gun rights group Maryland Shall Issue's Mark Pennack warned the county that he would file a lawsuit as soon as it was signed into law. Pennack recently won a major Second Amendment case at the United States Supreme Court, so there was a near guarantee that the county would have to spend tax dollars defending the law. Now it has to do so in 3 separate suits. Outgoing County Executive Mark Elridge and front-runner to replace him, Will Juando, both say the fight's worth it.
Nobody likes spending money unnecessarily, but we're not going to know whether it's unnecessary until we play this out in court. I mean, our job is to try to protect people, and gun legislation is important in accomplishing that. And I would rather fight and then surrender when I have to surrender if there's a court decision than to prematurely surrender.
Silver Spring Jewish Center filed the 3rd lawsuit against the county, arguing that the ban on guns in places of worship restricts their ability to practice their religion and therefore also violates the First Amendment's guarantee to freely worship.